Especially want to appreciate, before we get started, the officials at every level, federal, state, county, city, who are all here with us today. As was said, I'm John Gabriel. I'm our Vice President for Network Strategy and Capacity Planning for BNSF Railway. So today we celebrate you, the city of Barstow, where the railroad has been a part of your community. Again, where the railroad's been part of your community going all the way back to 1880. This was before the city was even named Barstow, as was said, which happened to be in 1886 when William Barstow Strong, who was the president of the Atchison, Topeka, Santa Fe Railway at the time, again, well before Barstow became a city 75 years later. A quick historical fun fact for you: before it was named Barstow, it was called Waterman Junction. And this was because this is where the trains would stop to water the steam locomotives. Since inception, BNSF and this community have grown and prospered together, and we wouldn't be where we are today without your support. Barstow has played a critical role as a classification yard for single cars and merchandise for the state of California, and a key connector for Northern and Southern California to get to the rest of the United States. Barstow is such an important location to BNSF Railway that 20 years ago, we at a local level actually coined the term Jewel of the Desert for our local Barstow team out here in Southern California. And over the past few years, throughout the pandemic, you guys have all seen e-commerce has soared. The ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach have become busier than ever, and Barstow has played a critical role in keeping our supply chain moving. So today, we're excited to share that our relationship with Barstow will grow even stronger, and the role that we play here in Barstow will be even bigger in the the global supply chain. We are proud to announce a project that will move goods even more efficiently off the ships at the ports and onto the rails to be delivered for the rest of the nation. All of this helping improving our network fluidity, not only locally, but for the West Coast ports and inland hubs, taking traffic all the way to the Midwest and on into Texas. BNSF is committing to spending $1.5 billion to build the state-of-the-art Barstow International Gateway, a first-of-its-kind rail facility. This rail facility is going to unlock capabilities and efficiencies to help us all better meet the nation's supply chain demands. This will also help reduce truck trips through Southern California, resulting in less traffic congestion. This is in addition to helping reduce the air and noise benefits or impact that you see in your local communities. And again, all this is going to transform local, regional, and state economies. So a bit about what this Barstow International Gateway will look like. This will be a new integrated rail facility on more than 4,500 acres on the west side of Barstow. This will relieve port and freeway congestion in a few ways. It's going to help us transfer containers from ships at the ports out of LA and Long Beach directly onto trains rather than being transported by truck. Then we're going to transport these containers on existing rail lines on the Alameda Corridor and along the BNSF main lines up here to Barstow. Once the containers reach Barstow, they will be processed at the facility using clean energy powered cargo handling equipment. And then once processed and built into trains, this cargo will move eastward into BNSF's network and delivered across the nation. Likewise, westbound freight will be processed at the facility to bring into trains to the ports and across California facilities more efficiently. Barstow's International Gateway will be the first integrated rail and transload complex of its kind that also exists within 130 miles of the port, developed on a Class 1 railroad. This will provide additional capacity for goods, movement, and all across the Inland Empire. BNSF will be working with the City of Barstow as the lead agency to ensure that the public and decision makers will fully understand and be able to evaluate the project. So in conclusion, the Barstow International Gateway facility will have a big benefit strengthening the local, regional, state economy. We expect this project to bring more than 20,000 much-needed direct and indirect jobs to the high desert communities, increasing equity opportunity, and economic competitiveness to the area. It will optimize trains by destination, increasing the market reach of BNSF's network. Not to mention the location of the facility is primarily underdeveloped land and not adjacent to any urbanized areas to help minimize any potential community impact here in Barstow. So again, for more than 140 years, BNSF and Barstow have flourished together. With today's announcement, we are proud to build on our rich history to ensure a bright future for our railroad and this wonderful city. So on behalf of BNSF Railway, thank you again to the community of Barstow.